Today, Shawnee County's health officer released new rules for when bars and clubs are allowed to be open. They say the reduced hours will help slow the spread of coronavirus.
KSNT News reporter Hannah Brandt tells us how one local bar owner is reacting to that decision. Hannah?
Yeah, Brooke, Molly, that news was a surprise to the owner here at Skinny's because he was at a meeting with other local bar owners and the health department just yesterday. But he says even though he wasn't expecting the decision, he is going to follow the rules from the experts and just hope that the restrictions on their hours don't have to last that long. Skinny's has been a popular Topeka spot for decades now. They've had their ups and downs.
The day I opened up was the day of 9/11. And this is one of, that was bad, that was horrible, and this is right up there, and that's 20 years in between.
The pandemic is definitely a downtime.
You miss out on that money and that revenue coming in.
Now, just when they thought things were getting back to almost normal, Shawnee County announced bars can only stay open from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. and then 5 p.m. to 10 p.m.
We're done griping about it. You just got to do what they tell you and hope they start to open things back up.
Health leaders say it's because bars are connected to an uptick in cases.
People hadn't seen each other for a while, so then they come in and they hug and you're like, oh gosh, that's not good, and you can't make them separate, you just kind of suggest it.
Customers like Marvin Neosi say they agree with the decision.
Especially now that the uprise has gone up. Yeah, as long as it's temporary.
But he doesn't want to see it hurt businesses in the long term.
I mean, I agree with it. It's safety, but how the businesses affect it's going to bother them, especially the late night bars.
For now, Skinny's is going to keep up their cleaning and their serving.
Don't start counting.
Because ultimately, this is better than a complete shutdown again.
They could just say, pull the plug and say, back to carry out only. So, you know, you just gotta deal with it. This is new. This is probably the new norm, so we gotta figure it out and figure it out quickly.
Mark says it was a big blow for them to have to close back in March because March Madness is one of their busiest times. But he says summer is actually one of their least busy seasons, so as long as they get to be back to normal hours for fall football season, he'll be happy. Live from West Topeka, Hannah Brandt, KSNT News.
All right, thank you, Hannah, for that. Meanwhile, another local bar isn't feeling so optimistic for the future, though. A fan favorite, Brass Rail Tavern in Topeka's Oakland neighborhood, wrote on Facebook today saying they are closing for an indefinite amount of time. The post says the new adjusted hours that bars can be open will just not accommodate them. They are thanking their customers and will close their doors at 2 a.m. on Wednesday. Now, we also talked to 4 other local bar owners, and they say they met with the Shawnee County Health Department and other bar owners yesterday. So they're frustrated by this decision today.
We did everything that they've asked of us to, you know, the social distancing, the mask, or whatever. You know, I feel like if they were up front line, they would understand a whole lot better.
Some of us just barely getting back on our feet now, just getting our bills back to even, and then they're gonna do this, and it's gonna be devastating.